Good afternoon, everybody. This is the Crypto Crow here to discuss something interesting. So, since I first got into crypto trading and crypto mining and everything else, I've just always had this feeling like I've just been missing the boat. I've just been, like I didn't get into Ethereum when it was 13 cents. I didn't get into Bitcoin years ago when it was 13 cents. I didn't get into, any of these big, any of the big hoopla. I missed the boat. And, over the past year, just in 2017, like the launch of all these different currencies that have just shot to the moon and have done very well. And I missed a lot of them because I came into the picture relatively late to the game, with a lot of this stuff. And I was still learning about a lot of it, didn't understand the technology, didn't understand enough about it to make any real educated decisions on what I should get into. And, on top of that, if you look at some of my older videos, older by, a week, my most recent video was, there's a title in it called Passion to Profit. And, I've been learning a lot about, you see these stories about a guy who, this person invested $1,000 in Ethereum and made him a millionaire. And this guy invested $1,000 in Bitcoin and made him a multimillionaire, and so forth and so on. And I feel like, a lot of these guys attach themselves to a cryptocurrency that they truly believe is going to do well over time, long term. Okay. And they do. And I feel like, I've been I've been trying to find that one cryptocurrency that I can really attach myself to and it's not Moonrunner, by the way. That's my own platform. That's just a placeholder until I get moving in some of the other windows here. But um, just trying to attach myself to a cryptocurrency that I really want to study through and through. I want to know everything there is to know about this cryptocurrency, and I want to watch it grow. I want to grow with it. I'm going to continue adding more to it. So I found that cryptocurrency. I found the one that I absolutely truly believe in, and you're going to hear a lot more about from me over the coming weeks and months. Okay, I bought 15,000 coins last night of this cryptocurrency, and I am a absolute firm believer. Now, this is, there's another one that I also believe very much in. It just released its wallet today, opened its wallet again today, and it took a 50% dump, which I expected it to do. I'm not too concerned with that. It's a long-term hold for me. I've got like 50,000 of them, which is Electronium. I do believe the Electronium is going to really blow up, but that's not the coin I'm talking about. The coin I'm talking about is Cardano ADA. Here's the thing, I see a lot of people, a lot of newcomers to cryptocurrency, and are like, oh, what about Ripple? What about Ripple? Should I buy Ripple and hold it for 10 years? And, sure. Um, Ripple has been out now since, October of 2013. All right. And it was pretty stagnant for a while. And it's just now starting to go up. And it's up to 44 cents, which is a significant improvement, 50% growth recently, so that's really good. It's also got $100 billion max supply, or 100 billion coin max supply, which is huge. It's so much. I do believe, maybe Ripple will hit a buck or two, maybe. I mean, there's still plenty of opportunity to make money there. But if you look at Cardano, 45 billion max supply, and honestly, I see them burning some of this. I see them burning some of it as they continue the growth and the development and all the different layers that they're working on. But I mean, hell, this has been out since October of this year, and it's already at 13 cents. So, this is already seeing some pretty significant growth. Now, back in November, it did hit 14 cents, which is good. And then it dipped and it went down quite a bit, and it's coming back up. I mean, but here's the thing. There's so much to this cryptocurrency, and keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you to run out and buy this. Um, I'm just telling you that I did, and I plan to continue buying more and adding to my position. Now, in some of my research on this, I found like this article It's a complete dog shit article. I don't know why people do this. I don't know if people are paid by some of the shadier coins to put out these crappy FUD articles that aren't really supported by any real facts. Basically, I mean, I'm not even going to read this article, but then, somebody followed up in a comment, basically just owned the author. Um, does it belong in the top 10? Yeah, Cardano belongs in the top 10, and I'll tell you why. So this is the main website from the token sale. Now, Cardano has a lot of different websites related to the platform, related to the currency. Um, this is the dataless wallet, which right now just stores ADA. Excuse me. But here soon, I know it's in the development model for, excuse me. It's been a really rough morning. Had some bad family news hit this morning. It's been a pretty emotional day. Um, but anyway, so the dataless wallet's actually going to store Bitcoin and Ethereum as well as Cardano, which is really good. This is the roadmap, but I really want to get into the team. I definitely suggest you guys download this dataless wallet and let it sync up, save your keys, all that fun stuff, because I anticipate you guys making a purchase of Cardano in the near future. If you do, you're going to just store it on the dataless wallet. They're working on one of the big things that I think is really going to send us to higher points is the second quarter of 2018, where they introduced staking. And you can find a lot of this stuff on here, but there's so many different layers to this currency and its development plan. And these guys, these are the three different groups. There's three different groups, fundamental groups, developing this currency over time. And they're all rock stars. Like the CEO, the former CEO of Ethereum, is in this input-output group that's working on Cardano. I mean, that alone, I don't need to say anything else, okay? Um, Now, what I would definitely suggest you guys do is go through the GitHub, go through, why Cardano, read through the documentation, start learning about this, because here's the thing. Like I say, passion to profit. The more passionate you are, the more you learn about this cryptocurrency in particular, knowing that right now you can get it for 13 cents, okay? Which is, I am not letting this pass me by, because I was up late reading about Cardano, and I'm just super excited about what's to come with this platform. The scientific minds that are in this thing, the roadmap. I mean, it's never ending, and there are so many brilliant people working on this, from like the top Ivy League schools all over the world, the top, Oxford, Harvard, you name it, PhD, PhD, PhD. Like, I mean, it's a bunch of freaking brains. It's like having a bunch of Einsteins working on the latest and greatest cryptocurrency, and making it scalable, and making it. So I made a few notes. So there's going to be staking in the second quarter 2018. Voting. So they're basically, they're going to allow the stakers or the coin holders to vote on upgrades, updates, expansions, new services, new features, things like that, which is fantastic. It's very fast. I bought this last night on Bittrex, and typically when I purchase a cryptocurrency, I'm waiting like, it seems like an hour for just about anything. Especially if it's Bitcoin, I'm waiting forever. Ethereum, I purchased Ethereum. It takes at least an hour. I mean, I'm just sitting there watching, refreshing, waiting, because I'm trying to do other things with it, so I have to wait for it. I bought this. I am not kidding when I say I sent it to my dataless wallet, and I feel like I blinked and it was there. I don't know how the hell that works, but it took no time at all, and it was just there. Um, Basically, this is being developed around adaptability, scalability. There are no hard forks necessary with this crypto. If anything, they'll be using soft forks for the growth. Just there's so much. There's really so much. I definitely suggest you. I don't want you guys buying this just based off of my word, because I could be a complete idiot and not have a clue what I'm talking about. And I haven't dove into this really, really deeply, but I've learned enough about it to know that Cardano really separates itself from the rest on multiple levels. And even if I were to base it solely off of the team alone, I don't know of a cryptocurrency, a new blockchain platform that has the team that this does. Buy and sell auto team. Okay, here's the team. Now this is there's three teams ultimately. So you've got the Cardano Foundation, the goals to study and propose blockchain and cryptocurrency regulation to act as a blockchain and cryptocurrency standards body. I mean, you guys can read all this stuff. Emergo, the role of Emergo is to develop, support, incubate commercial ventures and help integrate these businesses into Cardano's decentralized blockchain ecosystem. Emergo is investment focused and invests in two ways: through direct investments into startup ventures and by developing commercial partners who want to use blockchain technology to revolutionize their industries. Sounds pretty good to me. And you've got input output. Founded in 2015 by Charles Hoskinson and Jeremy Wood, Charles being the former CEO of Ethereum, to my understanding, is a world-class engineering and technology company committed to using peer-to-peer innovations to provide financial services to 3 billion people that don't have them, yada, yada, yada. The group is contracted to design, build, and maintain the Cardano platform through 2020. So over the next 2 years, this group of masterminds in crypto technology is contracted to further the progress of Cardano's development and everything associated with it. You've got three freaking groups of power players, man, working on getting this thing to the point where they want to take out Ethereum, not take it out, but they want to compete with Ethereum in every way possible and more. And I honestly think they're going to do that. I think 2018 is going to be a significant year for this crypto. So I'm going in hard and heavy, and I'm going to continue to learn. I'm going to be reading the entire white paper through and through. I'm going to be doing all this stuff. So anyway, let's just assume. I'm also, I'm not saying that, I mean, Cardano is truly decentralized, and, with plans for so much growth and so many different things. Ripple is cool and all, but it's a central platform. I mean, it's a central currency. And I honestly, a lot of what I hear about Ripple, just kind of, I don't know, freaks me out a little bit. Just how easily controllable I think it is by some of the power players in finance. And I don't necessarily think that and it's kind of, when I first got into cryptocurrency, it's the disruption of all of these major companies, the disruption of the way we do things as a society. That's what really drew me to the concept of cryptocurrency to begin with. It's this revolution of disruption that I love. Changing the way we think, the way we work, the way we interact with different services and products and so forth and so on, and letting the people kind of dictate. It's like Cardano. If you own stake, if you have a stake in the currency and you're staking that currency and you're placing your vote, it's letting the people decide what happens to the finance system, right? It's not being dictated by some 80-year-old multi-trillionaire in some smoke-filled office somewhere. Like I like picture, I picture these, like the top 1%. That's what this is about. Ripple is not about that. To me, it's not about the decentralization of anything. It's a cryptocurrency that to me is more easily controlled by the financiers and the big power players. Now, granted, just about any of these cryptocurrencies can be manipulated and pumped and dumped and so forth and so on by any of these whales with money. But I think in the grand scheme of things, Cardano is really kind of playing into exactly what I believe cryptocurrency is all about. It's the evolution of new technology and the growth and expansion of these things to better everybody that uses them. And that's why I'm all about Cardano, and I'm going all in. Well, I shouldn't say that. I still have a pretty big portfolio of stuff. But anyway, so look through some of this stuff. Look through the roadmap. Get an understanding. There's so much. I mean, the roadmaps are supported with all kinds of documents, posts, all sorts of things, supporting and explaining what each of these little elements is about, what they expect to do with them. And whether it's Cardano or anything else, my advice is to find something in cryptocurrency you're truly passionate about. Maybe you're just generally passionate about cryptocurrency as a whole. That's fantastic. But find something that you can really target, focus on, and really absorb and learn all there is to know about it. Because if you do that and you inspire others to share that same passion, it will grow. The more people, for me, it's Cardano. For you, it could be Ripple. It could be any other of the 1,000 cryptocurrencies on the market. But if you're new to this, if you pick one that you kind of get and you kind of understand what their goal is and what their vision is, and you share that vision and you believe in it, The more you learn about that, the more you can educate others, and the more you're going to learn about cryptocurrency as a whole. So find that one that means something to you, absorb it, invest in it, become a part of it, make it an extension of you or become an extension of it, and share the wealth, share the knowledge that you're able to establish for yourself with others who you feel might be interested too. And in doing that, you're going to bring more people into your fold who ultimately share in the growth of that coin, and it's going to help drive the growth of that coin up, which everybody prospers from. So that's pretty much it for now. I just wanted to go into a bit about the Cardano and what my goal is moving forward. And this isn't necessarily a review, but it's just kind of sharing my whole kind of outlook and my philosophy on cryptocurrency, and relishing in the fact that I finally feel I found something that I really want to stand behind long term. So I know that, like I said, Electroneum just released their wallet today. I just checked it. It works. Reset your passwords. Make it super complicated just to be on the safe side. I wrote mine down. And I've got about 50,000 Electroneum in there. And, sit and hold. Don't dump it. Don't be one of these goons that are just dumping it a second. I mean, you bought it for a penny. You're going to sell it now for 6 pennies. What's the point? Why even bother at all? Hold long, man. I mean, I see Electroneum getting to $1 here relatively soon, I think, once all this stuff is stabilized. And, we'll see, and then Moonrunner, help spread the word about Moonrunner. If you manage a portfolio, I mean, it's going to be great for people that are managing even a single portfolio, just with all the tools and everything. I want it just to manage my own portfolio. Even though I have clients that I help as well, I'm going to be able to manage theirs, but it's going to have all the bells and whistles that I personally need to keep up with everything that I have money into, the news and what's happening with each individual crypto, roadmap, milestones, keeping track of that, and just basically being able to look at everything right there in one screen. Join us on Telegram, the Moonrunner Telegram. My developer's on there. He responds to questions here and there. I got him busy because I want him to launch this prototype by the 1st so that we can get our token sale up. I've actually emailed the SEC because I want to make sure that, we're not going to have any issues with compliance or anything. It is definitely a utility token. I mean, there's no question about that. It's not a security, but, the way the SEC works, you never really know 100%. I don't have $100,000 to blow on a lawyer to tell me what I've already read myself. So, but I did email the SEC. I want to make sure that everything's on the up and up. If we have to wait for whatever reason until we've officially launched the platform to then host the token sale, we need to postpone it. We can do that. I mean, that's fine. I've had a lot of people apply for whitelisting already, and it's very promising. I mean, it looks really good, but I want to make sure that we don't run into any snags. So don't be shocked if for whatever reason I make an announcement that we're canceling the token sale until we launch the platform, because we've got like 22, 23 days until we have to worry about that anyway, at which point, we will be very far off into development, and we should have plenty to show. So on that note, I bid you adieu. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I still have plenty of stuff to do, and I'll update you real soon. Thanks, Crypto Crows, and I'll see you soon.